Hey everybody, Ethan here with Standing Stone, and we are ready for step number 5 in the train to retreat process, and that is the introduction of birds. If you've been following along, we've shown how to get dogs comfortable on the table, teach the basics of hold, work through multiple different objects, and now the newest object and an important one, which is why we're dedicating an entire step to it, is birds. Two things that we have here. We have a frozen bird that this has been sitting out for just a minute, but it's mostly frozen, okay? That's the goal here. We've tucked the head under the wing when we put it in the freezer so that it is essentially football and or bumper shaped. The smaller the bird, the easier, but we do need the opportunity to work through this, okay? We're going to work on just hold with the frozen bird. If she does well with it, we will move to a fresh killed bird. And like I've talked about, size category of things, the smaller the easy, the bigger the more difficult. We went with a smaller fresh killed bird that'll be a chucker that will allow to work through the two categories of frozen and fresh. Now, couple tips here. If you're following along, you need more support with this. Patreon.com/StandingStoneKennels is where we can be live in your session. You got your AirPods on, listening, me back here watching you saying, do a couple more reps, and it's not interfering with what your dog can hear, only in your ear, coaching you as you go. Again, that's Patreon.com/StandingStoneKennels. Now, we're going to do holds just like everything else, but I want to do a quick warm-up. We're going to hold this object. She did extremely well with this. Hold. Good. Then we'll go bigger. This is going to help. Prepare for this even bigger pheasant we're about to use. Hold. Good. And now we'll work right into our feathers here with this bird. So open her mouth up. Again, not asking her to fetch anything. Get it in there. Get the lips out of the way. Hold. Hold. Good. If you're using a frozen bird, don't ask for extended holds. It's like holding an ice cube on your teeth, all right? It's cold. If you have a dog that is still struggling with some harder mouth, you're still struggling with a little bit of attempts to chew things, you're going to want to stick with harder objects, and using frozen birds for longer is going to be in your benefit. If you're not struggling with any of that, don't worry about it. We'll do a little bit of frozen work, and then we'll move right into the fresh killed category. Hold. Good. She said that was really easy in comparison. This is not the end-all be-all portion of bird work, but we want to have an introduction to it early on. That is all step 5 is, and that is all this session is for her. We're going to grab the next one. All right, baby shock. She says, I've already found the birds. Good girl. Movement being her strength, we are not doing a warm-up lap. We will, however, do a quick warm-up with shock on hold. That baby little mouthings are still there. We see them in almost every session. Get your lips out of the way. Hold. Good. That was nice. Settled it down. Now let's go with a bigger bumper. It's not 100% about getting perfection in every single piece. It's about building off of what you need to continue to grow. Hold. 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 Good. We don't need perfection. We need to improve, and we need to continue to trend in the improving zone, okay? If we stay stuck on, we have to hold this 100% perfectly, we aren't going to get as far as we need to, as fast as we need to prevent that boredom from setting in, that not enjoying the process, resentment, okay? Now, all of that being said, before we can move past this hold zone into what will be step 6, which is hold and walk, we're going to make sure that everything is 100% solid. This may involve 1 to 2 more sessions of simple sessions like this of holding, and then we'll be able to move into what will be hold and walk. Now, Bird zone. Here again with the frozen bird, we're going to get this guy in here. All the way back, teeth on there, hold. Good. She's a really good retriever for birds specifically, so this one is going really well for her. Get the lips out of the way. Cannot stress these things. That's why I keep saying them. Get the lips out of the way. Hold. Good. Nice job. We'll move right into a fresh kill for her. She says fresh kills, my favorite. Hold. Hold. Okay. And that's where we're going to finish this session for her. We'll get the next dog. All right, next up we have Clay. Important things to remember him. He lacked a little confidence in the beginning. We're going to continue to help build off of that all the way along. Then we'll move right into a couple hold reps here. Good. Right here. Hold. Good boy. That was super simple. Move into a bigger bumper. Get those gums out of the way there, big guy. Hold. Good. And then from there on, we will move straight into our bird. This, again, another guy that's really good at retrieving birds. Let's see how he does with this. Frozen bird's a little bit different, but the fact that it's firm makes this transition a little easier. Ah! Hold. Hold. Good boy. Let's do another rep here. He did try one little spit and then did a nice job holding. Come on, this way. In here, lips out of the way, hold. Good. Now we'll move on to a fresh kill. He's doing a nice job. Good. Hold. Good. I verbally marked, a little splash there. I verbally marked with good when I should have said hold. So there was a mistake. Recognize your mistakes and try your best not to repeat them. Come this way, bub. Hold. Hold. Good. It's a great introduction to holding birds, just one small piece as we move up the ladder. Alrighty, with Legacy, we'll make a quick loop here before we start our bird holding action, which is step number 5. You're going to find as you work through this process that your dog is kind of better at one thing. Hold. No. Good. You're going to find your dog's better at one thing than another. And we're going to utilize those things, keep a mental note of what they're the best at. And we're going to use those down the road to kind of help. Good. She is way better at this. We're going to use that to help progress through the further steps in the process. Again, about building. And if we have to struggle with something that ultimately, hold. Our end goal is that we have dogs that will fetch and hold birds and or bumpers on cue, basically, by request. And I don't ever plan on playing fetch with these, so if we can get good reps and they do okay, but it's not their favorite, it doesn't matter. On to bigger and better things here. Our soft mouth trainer, hold. Okay, good job. Let's do one more here. Hold. Good. Nice. Now we're ready to work on birds. Okay, we got our frozen bird here. Again, I'm trying to make this as easy as possible to build off. She's interested. That's nice. We're not trying to grab the fatter part here. We're grabbing the skinnier portion, making it fairly simple. Get this in here where it's a good position for her to be able to hold. Get the gums out of the way, lips out of the way. Hold. Hold. Good. That was nice. That was a good job. Let's do another one. Some excitement is important. You'll notice also as we've gone along here, I'm not getting overly excited with any of them. Hold. Some dogs will need a puppy party in order to be able to understand they're doing it right. Hold. Shh. Hold. Hold. Good. Nice job. Most dogs do not. And a lot of times those overly excited praise and whatever else is going to get your dog in trouble more than anything, because they'll get overly excited. Not what we're looking for at this stage. It should be fairly calm, fairly reserved process, just structure. Hold. Hold. Good. Worked through the frozen bird, did a pretty good job with that. On to the fresh killed bird. Hold. Good. Big differences in fresh killed versus older. Birds, rigor mortis sets in fairly quick like all things, so they'll get stiffer. They also can start to stink if they're not freshly killed. And then with the frozen birds, they're definitely frozen. So there's a big difference between a soft-bodied, recently dead bird, which is what we'll be hunting and killing, and she will be expected to retrieve down the road, and that frozen bird. So it's important to utilize both in training, but let's go ahead and call that for her and grab Doc. All right, we're here for the main event, the Dockster. He does not need a lap. He's good on the table. Do a quick refresh here. Hold. He's been our best. There it is. He's been our best. Good. As he tries to spit the first object I put in his mouth, because he smells the birds, folks. Let's do this here. Concentrate on what we're asking. Hold. No. Hold. Hold. Good. I want to comment on that. I caught him mid-blah to say, no, don't do that. Hold on to it. We want to be able to build off of the things that are happening, okay? So if he's spitting it and it hits the ground, we have to pick it up, put it back in his mouth, then he spits it again, and then we have to pick it up and put it back in his mouth, and he spits it again. That is conditioning, basically. You're going to put something in my mouth, and I'm going to spit it out. We want him to understand it's going to stay in there until we ask for it. That's the goal here. And we'll move on to the fun stuff here. Just a second. Hold. Good. Nice job. On to this bad boy. Frozen bird first here. Hold. Okay. Good. Good boy. Let's do another one. Come here. Hold. Hold. Good. Nice job. Now on to our fresh killed bird. Hold. Hold. Good. Nice job, dude. A good hold on that. Again, basically having to pull it out of his mouth. Hold. Good. Nice job. Okay, folks. Short and sweet. It's a very simple but important part of the process. If your dog struggles with this, okay? Not all dogs are going to look at this like we talked about. These dogs from our program, really, really good natural retrievers. We've encouraged, as we do in our step-by-step program through puppy development, building good natural retrievers. We're trying to fine-tune that now. If you are struggling anywhere along the way, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. Patreon.com/Standing Stone Kennels. We will help get you there. Also, don't be discouraged if these sessions take you 2 or 3 different days worth of training. Not the end of the world. These guys are fun to work with, and they do a nice job. This paw stuff, kid, you could keep them there. Keep them there. All right, I'm the guy with the pink gun. This is Doc finishing out step 5. We'll see you in the next video.